In this step, we glue strips of balsa on top of the ribs. These strips of balsa. According to the instructions, this balsa is 9 millimeters and 1.5 millimeters thick. Here I find the only fault, if you can say that I have found, and that is that this gap here, which is supposed to take this strip, is exactly 9 millimeters. The strip, however, is not 9 millimeters. It's 3/8, which is more than 9 millimeters. So it doesn't fit. What I have to do to every gap in the wing is take a strip of sandpaper like this, and I have to sand gently on either side, just a little bit, until the strip fits. It should fit exactly. We don't have to sand it a lot. And now it fits. Then we take the strip to length, mark it, just mark with a pencil. It's okay to take it just a little bit too long, and then we cut it with a sharp knife. Now I've cut it, and the strip fits here. I'm going to use some wood glue, put it on top of the rib and into the gap and on the end of the cap strip. Then I use a couple of pins, try and center the cap strip on the rib, push the pin in here, put it into the gap and use the pin to hold it, like this. Now this should sit quite well. To hold it better, I'm going to use the steel blocks that I've got, and now I just have to carry on. Increase the size of the gap until it takes the balsa. I have to adjust the end. Mark it. I score with a knife and then break into the score, not out of it. See how it fits. Adjust it a little bit. There we are. And glue. Yeah, the end of the rib cap. Center it on there. Into the gap and pin it down. Here we are at the end, the last rib cap. And we see that there are two things about it. It's at an angle, and it's not centered over the rib. Now we just have to mark a wedge out of it, cut it with a knife, and check if I have to adjust it. I can use a block with sandpaper on it. And there's another thing that we might run into. This balsa may be too hard and doesn't want to conform to the shape of the rib. Then we have a little trick that we can use. Here we can take the handle of a screwdriver like this and roll it along the rib and form it. It will then form according to the rib. We lay this down and it'll sit very easily on the rib. If we do this on the inside of the rib, it won't show. A pin in the end. We don't have to hold it very hard because it's been formed according to the rib. Now we can mark that step 31 is finished. Now some might ask, why are we doing this? Why do we glue strips of balsa on top of the rib? Why don't we let the rib just sit? Well, it looks better when the plastic covering comes across. It'll look nicer. Also, the rib we have is flexible, but if we take a bit of balsa and put them on either side, we've actually made up an I-beam and make it 10 times stronger.